This is Seehendo back once again. Be sure to hit that like and subscribe button. Now today I am going to do something special. So you see those two bad boys behind me, the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox Series X. I'm going to do a review comparison and let you know what I think about it. So let's get to it. All right, so the first thing I want to talk about is the packaging. And honestly, I have a unanimous decision on the packaging. Let's look at both of them real quick, if we can real quick. This is the Xbox Series X. And this is the PlayStation 5 box. For me personally, I am going to take the Xbox Series X packaging. I thought it was packaged better. It seemed a lot heavier, but I like how they had the black foam in there and everything, how everything was neatly laid out. It just seemed like the PlayStation box is a little cheap. I even heard stories about people pulling this handle, taking it out the store, and it fell off. I've seen videos where people have, unfortunately, dropped their system. So hopefully those systems are all working good. But yeah, man, I'm going with the Xbox on the packaging, but nonetheless, just happy I got them. All right, so the next thing I want to talk about is the controllers. So obviously the PlayStation 5 uses the DualSense controller, and the Xbox has an updated controller as well. Now, for me personally, if I had to pick between the two, the DualSense has the new technology with the haptic feedback. I've played NBA 2K21 so far as the only next-gen game. I got Spider-Man. I'm gonna try that, Miles Morales, of course, and of course Demon Souls, etc., etc. So I like the technology, but for me personally, I love the feel of the Xbox Series X controller. I mean, I've always liked the Xbox controllers, how they feel a lot better. And I do use my Elite controller. So you can use your Elite 2 controller on the Xbox Series X. So that is a major plus. Unfortunately, I got rechargeable batteries in here. The Xbox still isn't proprietary for having a built-in battery outside of the Elite controller, whereas the PlayStation 5 controller, just like any other PlayStation controller, has a battery built in. You don't have to use AA batteries. But for me, I'm going to say, I'm going to go with the PlayStation 5 controller, even though I think it's very close, just because it's new technology. But I do love the feel of the Xbox Series X controller. And if you could do a comparison in size real quick, I don't want to hit anything, but yeah, look at that size difference. That is crazy. Just real quick on the PlayStation controller, I do like the fact that I'm not a big fan, like I said, of the microphone on there, but that's pretty cool. You can mute it. You see how it turns orange, so you can mute it. Hit that PlayStation button right there in the middle. It's black if you can see it. Like I said, Xbox now has a share button as well on their controller right there. So pretty cool. They did change the triggers up a little bit. Maybe I'm tripping, but yeah. Other than that, I will say PlayStation because the technology does have a better controller, but I do prefer the Xbox Series X controller because of the way it feels. All right, next I'm going to talk about games. And as you see behind me, one of the biggest PlayStation releases for this year for the PS5 and the 4, but mainly for next gen, is the Miles Morales Spider-Man. Not only that, PlayStation has, of course, Demon Souls. You go down a list just of exclusive games. But I do like the fact that Xbox Series X is backwards compatible fully, and I've enjoying the fact that I can relive some of those games in a new format. A good example is I played Forza Horizon 4, and just the look of it with the ray tracing, it looks amazing. Man, because a lot of games I do play, I play a lot of NBA 2K, Call of Duty, Madden, a lot of games that you can play on both consoles. I do have 2K on both, and I played 2K on both. I'm going to say that just playing off the rip, Xbox seemed to be a little smoother. Maybe I'm tripping because I got online on PlayStation. And it was just buggy. I played one game in the park. I got past the rookie part and played in the city. And it was just ridiculous, man, like how buggy it was. Yeah, other than that, man, games-wise, I mean, obviously, PlayStation has a big advantage because they have more exclusives right now. Even though, like, there was a tweet that came out that said there was, like, 3,000 different units or different unique games that Xbox fans are playing. So I don't really get into the big exclusive battle, talk about that, because I enjoy both consoles. But I will say PlayStation because they do have a heavy hitter with Miles Morales, which is probably the main game that everybody's talking about during this launch. that's a big win for them. But like I said, Xbox, I love Microsoft as well, and I like the fact that we do have backwards compatibility. I hope we do get an update on Modern Warfare 2, and I heard through the grapevine, y'all know my favorite game is Left 4 Dead 2 on any Xbox console, so hopefully we get a major update for that as well. So yeah, both of them are good, but I'm going to say PlayStation because of right now with the exclusives, but let's not just, it's not that far of a margin as people want to put it. All right, next, let's talk about the UI dashboard. So behind me, you do see that I have the PlayStation dashboard up, the PlayStation 5, I'm sorry, for PSN. Man, so I'm gonna say this, man, that thing is beautiful, man. That dashboard for the PlayStation 5 is beautiful. It's a little complicated to navigate. I'm learning still how to navigate in it. For me, Xbox does have the more simple setup for as the dashboard. I do like Xbox's dashboard because it's so simple, but visually looking at it, PlayStation has a beautiful, beautiful dashboard. That's why it takes up so much space on your hard drive or your SSD. So yeah, man, dashboard wise, I'm gonna give it an even because yes, PlayStation does look beautiful. It has a beautiful visual look, but I do like the fact that Xbox is more easy to use and simple because they didn't really change too much. Maybe added a few features, but I do like the fact that you're able to like navigate a lot easier, like starting party chats without going through 8 different things and all that stuff. Maybe I could be wrong, you know, just like I said, leave a comment, let me know. But for me personally, I prefer the Xbox dashboard, but I do love the way the PlayStation 5 dashboard looks. It's just a thing of beauty. Next thing we're gonna talk about is SSD speed power. I'm no mathematician, no techie guy, so I don't know too much about all these things. I just know that one has faster SSD and the other one has more teraflops. I guess that means power. Just off the rip, I will say this. I love the fact that Xbox has a quick resume feature. That is huge because I went through like Call of Duty, GTA 5, Madden, 2K, and I forgot the other game, but I was able to just quick resume through all those games with ease. Whereas PlayStation, I don't think has that. Maybe I'm wrong on that. Somebody correct me on that. But when it came to downloading the games, this was more of a shocker for me. The PlayStation 5 was a lot faster downloading games. Like right now, I just downloaded a game that was like 60 gigs and it completed as we're doing this video. Whereas like on Xbox, it took like all day for me to download NBA 2K21 digital. I have pretty moderate, or you can say great internet speed. I got up to 1 gigabyte speed. So I get up to like 800 megabytes download a lot of times on my Xbox Series X. And then on PlayStation, it was a lot lower. I don't know why. My NAT type was open. It was NAT type 2 on the PlayStation 5. But yeah, the SSD is really cool on the PlayStation because I was playing 2K and just like going from screen to screen, the game was just loading up fast. I mean, I was at the Play Now screen and I selected 2 teams. I pressed X and next thing you know, 2 seconds later, the game had started. Like, I'm so used to being able to go to the restroom and come back and hitting start. Like, it's crazy now how fast it is. So I'm going to give, you know, because the power on the Xbox, it does show because a lot of these games that are being remastered, they look amazing. Like, Forza Horizon 4 was, like I said, beautiful game already. Playing it on the Xbox, the ray tracing now, it's crazy. You know, I've seen several other games. That $7 game, Bright Memory, I played that just for a game that's like maybe a beta testing game. It looks really good on my monitor. I got a 4K monitor, like a Samsung, whatever, 28-inch. It doesn't have 120 frames per second, which, by the way, Call of Duty, as of today, Modern Warfare did a Warzone update on Xbox. It's 120 frames per second. So, you know, in that case, like I said, both of them are pretty even when it comes to that. Like I said, just, you know, people always want to argue, it's got more teraflops or it's fast on the SSD, which leads to my next thing on the storage. To me, it seems like I have more storage on Xbox than PlayStation. Obviously, off the rip, you have more. I do like the fact that Xbox does have a proprietary storage space SSD. So I need to get one of those. So if y'all want to donate to my channel, definitely do that because I got to pay $200 for that thing. So yeah, man, I like both. Like I said, I think it's pretty even on this for its performance. There's been stories already out. I think Marlon Gaming Nation had an issue with his disk drive on his. I'm in a Discord group with several people that are having to send back their PlayStation because of disk issues, and somebody had an issue with the rest mode. I haven't heard too much about Xbox outside of the fake video with the vape inside, so yeah, they had the vape smoke or whatever. So yeah, man, for me, performance-wise, I'm gonna say that both of them are pretty even. I know people want to argue, say PlayStation may be faster or Xbox is more powerful, but for me, they're both even. I do like the fact that PlayStation does have a faster download time. Seems like for me. Maybe if you guys can leave a comment, let me know what I could do different, but that is one thing I do notice. All right, so aesthetically, when you're looking at the PlayStation 5 versus the Xbox Series X, for me, I like how the Xbox Series X looks. The PS5 is really huge. As you see behind me, that thing is it's huge, man. It's heavy, it's huge. The Xbox Series X got some weight to it too, but for me, I like that simple black matte look or whatever you want to call it. Nothing special. I do like the PlayStation has like a lot of LEDs, and you see my whole living room is lit with LEDs behind me, but I do like that feature. I guess when you look at the controllers, I like how the Xbox looks, man. Like, I like how it looks. No offense to the PlayStation. Like, I think it's a beautiful console. It's a great console. But I just like the way the Xbox looks. Like, you can fit it anywhere. I've already heard people saying they can't put anything in their console. They're having to lay it down, which I prefer to stand it up if it needs to be stand up. So, yeah, man, I'm going to go with Xbox with this one. I wish they would have did the PlayStation 5 in black. Like that, I'm not a big fan of white consoles. I had an Xbox Series S that was white, and that thing stayed dirty, man. I had to clean it like every day. I take care of my stuff, man, but it's just the fact that a black console doesn't get there. Now, I do notice on the Xbox Series X, you can touch it, like your fingerprints get on it if there's grease or anything on it. So yeah, man, that's a huge thing for me. But like I said, I keep my consoles clean. Other than that, like far as like back to the aesthetic thing, the systems don't heat up as much as a lot of people are saying. I do notice the heat up top on the Xbox Series X. The PlayStation really doesn't have too much heat. And sound wise, like I don't really hear too much of anything. I've heard people say stories about the disc drop. I have not put a disc on any of my consoles, and I probably won't do it because I'm scared. But I don't hear any sound from these consoles, which is scary because I don't know if they're on or not, or they're not working. But man, these things are like quiet. Only time I've ever heard it, I think when I did the internet test on the PlayStation 5, it got a little loud, but it wasn't anything crazy. And on the Xbox, I remember when it was doing an update, it made a little sound, but nothing crazy. So aesthetically, I'm gonna say the Xbox looks better. I just wish the PlayStation was in black, man. If so, I may have changed my opinion on it, but that thing looks like a spaceship behind me. It looks like a big router next to my monitor. So yeah, Xbox. Now everyone's gonna ask, which console should I buy? Now, for me personally, I had to have both. I know that sounds crazy, but I really had to have both for the consoles. I'm a big fan of both. I'm a gamer. You know, for the most part, a lot of my friends are on Xbox, but I have a lot of friends that are on PlayStation as well now, so it's good to have them on there. I enjoy both for different reasons. I enjoy PlayStation for the single-player games. You know, I'm not a big God of War person. Sounds crazy, but you know, I'm going to start playing a lot of these games on this gen console. You know, you got The Last of Us, which is amazing single player. You got Spider-Man Miles Morales in the first Spider-Man, which I beat. I did beat Miles Morales, and I plan on playing that. I'm going to do a live stream for that, so y'all get ready for that. I enjoy the single player games. I beat Red Dead Redemption on my PlayStation, Red Dead Redemption 2 on my PlayStation 4. Like I said, I enjoy single player games like that. On Xbox, I enjoy the online. Like playing with friends, like, you know, I play a lot of my sports games on there, a lot of the GTA open world games. I love playing on Xbox, so it just depends on what you want. I would say this personally, if you're buying a system for a kid, I would say get them an Xbox Series S or X, because I do like the fact that Game Pass, which I didn't really talk about in this video, but Game Pass is extraordinary with all the games in the catalog versus what PlayStation offers. Game Pass is a game changer because, you know, you can literally buy a system not have to buy any games. There's so many games on there. And now the fact that they added Disney Plus to it, I believe, in the membership, man, it's just, yeah, I like what Xbox offers on that end. But I do love what this PlayStation 5 does. I mean, it is a powerful, beautiful console. I don't want to pick between two because I was excited to get both of them. Now, you could probably ask which console have I played the most recently. It's only been less than a week, so today is Saturday. I got the PlayStation, Xbox on Tuesday. I got the PlayStation Thursday on launch day. I would say I probably played more of the PlayStation. I don't know. Well, it doesn't make sense because I played the PlayStation more. because I really put in 2K and I just went crazy on it. I have on the Xbox as well. Now today I've been playing my Xbox, but you know, it just goes back and forth. I do like both apps that they offer, the PS app and the Xbox app. They both are great apps. The remote play I haven't tried on these new consoles, so we'll see. But for me, it just comes down to what your preference is for its controller. If you have any friends that have the console, see if they can let you like hold the controllers, get a good feel of the controllers. You know, see like what you like for its gaming catalogs and stuff. Honestly, if you play like most multi-platform games, I mean, you can just go with any one of them. I just think it just comes down to preference on the controller or just the look or the brand. If you trust one brand more than the other. For me, I like both, so I don't really have a verdict on that, man. So I'm gonna let y'all make that decision. So I'm gonna ask y'all before we get out of here, what did you buy? Did you buy the Xbox Series X? Did you buy the Series S? Or did you buy the PlayStation 5? Hopefully you guys got one. And just one last thing. I know that it's been really crazy right now with the bots, resale selling for $1,200 plus. I know it can be very frustrating, and I was very lucky not to have to go through resale. I camped out at GameStop on my Xbox Series X pre-order on the day it did the pre-orders, I think the 22nd of September. And then I was on Amazon when they did the first batch of pre-orders for the PlayStation 5. And I got them both successfully, you know. So, yeah, man, I would say, you know, just be careful out here. You know, it's COVID season. Don't do anything to put yourself in danger or your family in danger. Be safe. But, yeah, man, do more research on these consoles. There are a lot of kinks and bugs that are going on right now with these consoles, but definitely go on YouTube and watch some of these channels. You can tell when there's something real wrong with the things or people just trolling, so keep that in mind. But other than that, man, I enjoyed both. And what I want you guys to do is to add me on Xbox Series X and add me on PlayStation 5. My gamer tag is my name, which is Seehendo, and that's Seehendo. Be sure to add me on both platforms. Leave comments on the video, like this video, send me messages on PlayStation, Xbox. Let me know that you saw this video and tell me what you think and what did you buy so I can know. Other than that, I hope you guys have a great holiday season. I will be doing more content on gaming. NBA season should be coming up, so you may be seeing some interviews. So I appreciate you guys' support. Be sure to like and subscribe to this channel and also like this video. And like I said, keep it going. Share it on all platforms for me. I appreciate you guys. And once again, this is Seehendo, and we're out. What's good, everyone? I appreciate you for tuning into this video. Be sure to hit that like and subscribe button and also turn on those notifications because we got more to come.